Hello everybody, this is Chromical018, and this is going to be my recap and thoughts for Season 2 finale of 7 Deadly Sins. Oh boy. Yeah. Meliodas shows up and works on fighting Fraudron, but you can tell something's off with him. That's actually explained a bit later in the episode. Anyway, when Fraudron's getting his butt kicked, he resorts to, if I can't beat you, I'll take you down with me. Essentially planning on blowing himself up. And sadly, if he did, Dreyfus and Greenamore would get their lives lost as well because they were right there. And Greenamore, being the smart and stupid at the same time, goes in and uses his wall ability, his magical ability, and seals himself and Fraudron in it, and Dreyfus can't break him out. And essentially, we find out that Gother actually does look like his demon counterpart. Makes sense. Got to Fraudron, because when Fraudron took over Dreyfus, he essentially saw everything, Greenamore growing up, through Dreyfus's eyes. And he started to care about all this stuff, and it essentially got him to stop using that explosion attack. And he realized why Meliodas did what he did, why he essentially turned his back on everything to care about for the woman he loved, essentially. And he tells Meliodas to kill him. Meliodas does so very, very cruelly, to be honest. And even Merlin notices this. And yeah, he finally avenges Liz, which is good. And later, I actually noticed, I didn't say it at the time, but I noticed it while I was checking the video to see what I needed to talk about. But when Escanor is either in his daytime form or his nighttime form, that armor fits him very well either way. So, yeah. I guess that armor's magical armor. Anyway, we actually find out later from Meliodas himself, when he's talking to Elizabeth, that each time he dies and comes back, he slowly regresses back to his cruel personality. And he's afraid of that. He doesn't want to go back that way. And this actually scares him enough to where he starts crying. And that's why he was the way that he was when he was fighting Fraudron. He was back to his usual self. His usual self before the show started. Yeah, he doesn't want to go back that way, because then he'd turn on everyone that he cares about and do God only knows what. And who knows what he would do to Elizabeth, to be honest. Yeah. Elizabeth essentially sticks by his side at this point. Not planning on... She wants to essentially stick by him no matter what. And we actually do find out that Gustav did die, because they're doing funerals and they show him in the grave. And later on, it's shown that Jericho actually has the same ice magic that Gustav has, because she ends up crying gigantic tears of ice, or gigantic pillars of ice from her tears. Partly through her tears and partly out of magic, and she actually vows that yes, she's going to make her brother proud. And it's actually shown, like I said, that King and Deanne are still in the Fairy King's force at this point. And surprisingly enough, apparently Escanor rebuilt the whole kingdom of Leonis during the night. The night! In his weak form. I can understand in his bulky form, but the weak form? That's surprising enough. Or at least he did most of it. Apparently, I think in the Japanese subtitles, Merlin did part of it. And for some strange reason, Merlin is taking a bath while talking with the others. It's just weird. But yeah. They've still got a lot of things to worry about because they didn't get rid of all the sins, obviously. Or not all the commandments. The one who stopped Esterosa and his brother, the two got sent flying, they're still alive. Malaskiel's still alive because Elaine's still alive. That's 3. Fraudron's dead. The pacifist guy is still stuck in the test tube, so I'd say that I wouldn't say he counts. I can't remember how to say the name. The Fairy King, yeah, that guy, he's still alive. Droll's still alive, that's 5. I assume Darieri and the other guy are dead. So half of them are still alive. That's pretty decent considering they were a force to be reckoned with 3,000 years ago. And they don't have the goddess race to help them. Or the giants, or the fairies, considering they were essentially out of the picture in this time. So, yeah. What else ends up happening in this episode? But, yeah, those are the main things that ended up happening. We don't get to find out any more on Elizabeth in this season, besides the whole architect thing, and that she's a reincarnation of Liz. Which, like I said, it makes sense that Meliodas knew the whole time, considering he's so attached to her. Yeah. Glucksemia, that was how you said it. I couldn't remember how the fuck to say it. Anyway, Gother, when they were let Gother out finally, he was walking out and said that I am Gother, the commandment of selflessness, as he's walking out. Which, shocks him and shocks the guard and the guy who let him out. So either he's got some memory back, or he's just doing that to mess with them. I do not know which. You never know with Gother. Anyway, that was my reaction to the finale. I hope you guys enjoyed this because I'm eager for season 3. And if you guys want me to do the movie, you'd better, I don't know. If you aren't already subscribed, I'd recommend subscribing and hitting the like button. Because if I can get a whole lot of likes for that, then I will do the movie. But that depends. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, because I can't wait for season 3, and I will see you all next time.